Okay? Because there are things in here that after 2 years, I don't understand what they're talking about. I don't care. I understand public policy, and now I understand what they have to do, and all I'm interested in is going in and affecting public policy. Affecting their carrying out of public policy. That's all I care about. I don't care about all the writing that goes in circles that nobody comprehends except 1 or 2 people. Okay? The important part is you put it on that UCC3. You understand that when somebody responds to you in a particular way, this is the way you respond and why. Okay?
Do you use the UCC3 with a credit card as well?
Yes. He asked if I use a UCC3 with a credit card. I've already got my accounts, if I have any, on that UCC3. And there's a letter of notification in here that I notify people of that fact. Okay? Again, you've got to make a determination of what you want to do in this, because if you have credit cards that you depend on, you need to be prepared to get them shut off. Okay? Because they don't like this. Okay? They don't like it. This is outside of the realm that they want to operate in. They want to have control of your life. Okay? And the first thing a person is controlled by is his credit. Well, I want to control mine, not have it control me. Okay? So you've got to be aware of the things that you do are going to affect the things that you've normally done. And you got to know, I mean, don't go do something and then call me and say, you know, I did this and now I've got this problem. I don't have any electricity.
Is there any rule of consistency that if you do one credit card, you have to do all of them?
Is there a rule of consistency? If you do one credit card, you have to do them all? Not that I've found. Not that I've found. There's been varying degrees of successes and failures. It depends on how hard you want to go after this. Okay? I don't really set it up to do a myriad of different things. I'm primarily concerned with one function and one function only, and that's government. Yes?
So like on a bank account, do you have to list your actual bank account number in this?
On a,
want to protect you from
yes.
procedures?
Yes. She asked that if you have a bank account, do you want to list the bank account number on the UCC? Yes, absolutely. Because when you put on it, I have accepted this for value and it is exempt from levy, they're going to have a hard time giving away my money to anybody. Yes.
When you list the account on the financing statement, for privacy reasons, you can list the first group of digits and then the last 4 digits. The first group should be all in X's and the last 4 digits should be the real numbers.
Well, you know, that now we're breaking up numbers into X's and O's, and if you want to have it private, that's up to you. I just assume if somebody, you know, if I'm going to do this and somebody wants to go look at it, go look at it. That's the way I view it. I got nothing to hide. Okay?
So let's say you've gone through the process and they continue to dishonor your claim. They don't basically release the amount. So you mentioned raising the heater, making the charge more. Is that part of the process? Are
we talking in what reference? Credit cards?
No, how about just a judgment from the court?
Okay. In a judgment from the court, he's asking, is there a way to increase or do this or that or the other to force them to do something? Well, when I first started doing this, there were people that would take this $190 ticket and make it worth $100 million. You gotta have a little common sense. Okay? I mean, there's all kinds of theories and stories out there that you take this and you do it 10 times or you do it whatever time or whatever. And look, I'm not going to be hard to get along with. I just want my account adjusted. What is the problem? I'm standing here in front of you. I've accepted this for value. Why are you refusing to adjust my account that I've accepted for value? I'm going to go ask him what the problem is. I'm confused. Okay? Look, he's not the enemy unless you make him that. If you go in making him the enemy, he's going to act like an enemy. If you go in and say, I'm confused, Your Honor. I don't understand. I've accepted this for value. Why am I here? Is someone refusing to adjust my account? I'm confused. Aren't we operating in public policy? Maybe I misunderstood the English language when it says in HGR 192 that I can't be required to pay in any particular coin or currency. Do I have that somehow confused? Okay? I'm not going to go in and quote him the law. He says what the law is. I'm asking for my remedy. Okay? The question, what is my remedy, is the single most exciting thing about accepted for value that I have learned. Because the question, what is my remedy, brings out every aspect of what's going on. If I can go and ask, what is my remedy, and he won't tell me, Your Honor, I don't understand. I've accepted this matter for value. I've asked for my remedy. Are you saying, Your Honor, that there's no remedy here? Well, I don't even know what you mean there's no remedy here. You're going to see this in a few minutes when Brandy and I do this very thing. Okay? When we run this court process in a few minutes, this is what we're going to do. This actually happened a month ago to a friend of mine in Eastern Oregon. Yes?
If you got a bill from the IRS for a certain amount of money and you accept it for value and you send it back, and then they write you another one and say you still owe this and you accept that for value, how do you understand that to go on the ledger? Two separate bills or two separate...
Is it different amounts? You're asking if it's two separate bills. Is it the same amount or a different amount?
Oh, well, let's say it's the other amount plus the penalty.
Okay, it's the same amount plus the penalty and interest, okay? Well, obviously, let's see, how would I do that? I would say to them, in the first place, I've said I accept this for value. And in the second paragraph, I've put, if you choose not to do this, or in the alternative, please remit the above stated funds, and then you could put in, or an amount necessary to clear my account. I will endorse the funds and adjust it for you. Okay? Let them decide. Okay? Let them decide what the amount is. If you do a bill of exchange, if you want to go that route, I always throw in a couple thousand extra so everybody gets paid. Now, what happens, let's just say, for the sake of saying, let's just say that you get a refund. What are you going to do with that? Cash it, I heard. I wouldn't cash it for love or money, either one. I would endorse it, accept it for value, and send it back. Okay? Because that is the adjustment of the account. Why take a chance on their mistake? And you make it your mistake. Yes?
You said to go to the next step. So then when you accept for value, they get the liability and they either have to discharge it or they can pay it.
That's exactly right.
Ah.
You're turning it back. It's a mirror image. When they send you a bill, okay, it's a mirror image of reality. All right? You're not the one that owes it, they are. It's their responsibility, not mine. They hold all the assets, not me. They're just trying to get me to send them my debt. So I am.
When you say you're confused, does that mean that you don't comprehend or that you're abused on me?
You need to ask that question on the microphone. I can't even restate that question. Go ahead.
Traffic violations, some say you gotta put the accepted for value in 10 days, and it says on the back of the ticket you've got 15 days to respond. I've not yet filed my U61, I want to come here first. How do we handle that sort of thing?
Okay, that's a good question, because I've got commercial affairs out there that I haven't responded to for a couple months.